We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
Rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On the draw, this is Henderson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now to pump this one away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 21.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
play action. Now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him. That excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So part it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. The Saints at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, Kamara powers through it and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Henderson will try and run for the first. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, it's Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Did a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson on for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
13.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Olave holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1, Omaha.
Kamara up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
6 yards left on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12, fellas, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, nice move. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
13.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
This likely a must-have, third and goal. On play action, now Garoppolo rolling to his right. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his first touchdown of the year. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Ingram is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit out at running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go, here we go,
Now
here we
they
go.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have his Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo under pressure. They got him again. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they take a knee.
What now?
So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down.